Sun, Leo, Moon, Leo, Rising. It's Maggie. Welcome to Moon Directed. Here we work with energy to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. I do want to thank you so much for checking out my channel. I really do appreciate it. So today we're going to take a look at the energy from March 8th through the 14th. This is a week of really finishing up, wrapping up this major cycle. It's a huge cycle. We're at the end of Pisces season by the time we get to that full moon. That new moon. It is in the third decan, and we've got, it's just, this energy is really wrapping up the Piscean age as we keep moving forward into the energy of Aquarius. It is a major life shift, a major life change. I don't know how everybody can't feel it. It's just huge. Okay, so your overall energy for this week is you have the goddess. You are magnificent, right? Now, whether you're a male or a female, we have divine masculine, divine feminine in each of us, but the goddess is the creative energy. That is the energy we use to transform things and to create something new. And so you have honor your divine feminine energy, see your inner beauty, and love every part of you. Love the creative aspects of you, love the nurturing aspects of you. It does not matter if you're male or female. These are, okay, so what I'm seeing is, it's a really super sharp sword, and it is covered in velvet. It is strong, it is battle tested. Wow, okay, battle tested, but it is velvety soft, and that's you, and that's beautiful energy. All right, let's get into what's going on with the cards for the week. So there's a lot this week has different energy around it. It's not going to be my typical weekly reading because there's just one really major overlying energy going on this week, and that is the energy of choice. That is the energy of choosing what it is with clear intention of what you want to manifest going forward. And it's got like this energy because we're completing a cycle. It feels like it's the energy of like going out about 7 years. A lot of the planetary cycles, the way they're set up, it really feels that way. And so I really want to encourage you to consider this week. There's a lot of energy supporting it every day when I looked it through this. Okay, so we started out on Monday with the moon in Capricorn, and it is in a sextile with both the Sun and Neptune and Pisces. That's about change and making a choice. At the same time, it's going to conjunct Pluto, which is about transformation. And so you start that up, you're wrapping up. This is a day to kind of wrap up some things. Take the hopper. Hold on. We are chattering. So many energies coming out here. Okay, so it's a day to consider what and how to manifest the changes you want in your life and make the choices that are truly what you want to create. And so, and understand just how protected you are at this particular space and phase of the moon. So you're being divinely guided and protected as you are making these choices and these decisions. And so you have the great thing about material things, those you have and those that you don't, is they never lie about what you've been thinking. In other words, you can manifest whatever it is that you focus on. And if you say things like, I never have enough, or this always happens to me, or nothing ever goes my way, then you are absolutely manifesting those things to happen into your life. That's the creative goddess energy. However, if you were to say things like, I am manifesting an abundance of across all kinds of arenas of my life right now, that is what you're going to create. That is what this Aquarian energy is. So quicksilver, change. It has, okay, so, I just saw like this ball of mercury like sliding around, and I was going to say it's mercurial, but then it makes really a lot of sense to me because Uranus is the higher octave, the higher vibrational energy of Mercury, and so it is quick change, and it is, so what you think about, you're totally going to manifest, but you're going to manifest it a lot faster than you ever have in the past. So the best thing about about every financial meltdown, global or otherwise, is that learning that whatever was lost can be recreated, exceeded, and made better than it was before. Hold on loosely. Hold on loosely. But don't let go. If you cling too tightly, you're going to lose control. Most don't stop to think, but both having money and not having money makes fantastic adventures possible that wouldn't otherwise be possible. The same goes for having and not having anything else. You know what's interesting is that these cards, there are a lot of cards in here about money, but there are more that are not. And that 3 of the 4 that you have talking about money makes me think that Leo, you have a lot of concerns around that. And so focusing in on how you want to feel. I want to feel financially safe and secure. I want to feel abundant. I want to feel, but I want you to really focus on the feeling of what you want, not the fear of what you don't want. Because that's how you're going to manifest what you really want, is by really tapping into the heart space and feeling it every day. Just imagining what it would be like to have enough money that if you needed to take the day off to go see a play at school for your kids, you could do that. Or you need to, want to take a week off so go lay on a beach, you can do that. How does that feel? And I want you to feel the sun beating down on you, or feel the joy and the happiness that you feel watching your child, do their school play that you weren't sure you could take off for, or whatever it is. I want you to feel the joy that having enough money brings. It's not about the money. It's about the feeling. It is about the joy that comes from that. And you have an abundant life is an abundant life, not abundance all by itself. Oh, wow, this is what I was talking about. In case anyone asks, see yourself in the throes of living. How does it feel? What do you want to, money is just energy that is exchanged for the things that bring you the joy, right? And so really focusing on that. And so pushing through the resistance and surrendering the how. That is the big deal right now. We are so used to, those of us who were growing up through the 70s and the 80s, and it was about, writing out your goals and having your 5-year plan and your 10-year plan. And I got to tell you, there's no plan now. There's no plan. Like the Mayans, there's no prophecy. Nothing exceeded 2012. We made it. We broke the barrier. There is nothing that is predestined. We are manifesting and creating. I heard manufacturing, which I don't really know what they mean by that yet. So we are, hold on. Okay, we are manufacturing, we are building the structures of the life that we are going to lead, but we are going to do that through our thoughts. Because however we view the future, that's what we're going to create. Wow. And so really focusing and letting go, surrendering the how, instead focusing on how it feels, not how you get there. Like what is it that you really want? When that moon is in Aquarius, it gets there at 2:41 a.m. on Tuesday, it is going to conjunct Saturn, and it's going to square with Uranus. Now Saturn and Uranus they both are co-rulers of that Aquarius. And Aquarius is that energy of thought, quicksilver change for the betterment of the greater community. And at the same time, it's going to be in trine with the North Node, and also Mars over there in Gemini. And so there's this energy of what actions are you going to take moving forward? How can we move things forward? This is the creative problem solving. But it starts from understanding that things are going to be done differently and being open to allowing that to happen. You have the hummingbird. Shift, optimism, and spontaneity. I am strength and sweetness. There you are. You are strength. Of course you are. But Leo, you are also the sweetness. This is the divine feminine energy. This is creation through passion, through joy, through happiness of what it is that you want. It says shift the vibration of your thoughts, words, Music or other sounds you take in each day so that they nourish you. Give yourself permission to change your mind in your direction based on what is happening in the moment. You can protect yourself by listening to your instincts. You know how to bring out the best in people and yourself by connecting your beautiful soul. Connecting with your beautiful soul. Balance a surge of activity with some divine downtime of deep stillness and rest. Give sweetly to yourself and others. You are encouraged to explore your capacity to transform and to evolve. I love how these colors match up. This is really about being in tune with your divine feminine energy, but downloading this information from spirit through the crown chakra and manifesting it through the heart chakra. This is some really expansive, beautiful energy that you're working with. So on Thursday, the moon is going to move into Pisces at 9:44 in the morning. And it's going to be now in a square with that energy that's going on in Gemini, which means we got to make a change. How are we going to make the change? How do I feel about this change? And so it's hard though. You're not making the change today. You are setting the clear intention of the change that you want to make. Because the moon is in Pisces, for God's sakes. And it is the time to release and let go of how you're going to do it and just come to peace. Wow, sorry about that. About what is going on. There's this the void here is about paying attention to your dreams when you're awake and when you're asleep, listening to your intuition, figuring out where it is you want to go, letting the other shoe drop. It is time to just release and let go and float. Know what you want to feel. Know where you want to go in feelings, and so be willing to. Okay, I see you guys like you're like a leaf going down a river, and it's just floating along. We've got the moon is going to be in that choice energy with Uranus and Taurus, but is going to be conjuncting Neptune and Venus. And so manifesting what you want around the heart space, financial abundance, and your dreams and your goals. And the choices that you make now, choose how you want to feel and focus on that to manifest and bring in. And you have compassion and you have barriers. Okay, I'm going to get to the barriers in a moment because look at the color. Let's start with compassion. This is compassion for yourself and for others through this change. This is compassion for, hey, things are not like they were, and maybe something has happened. Maybe you lost a job, or some kind of a financial situation has shifted or changed or whatever, and you're like, I feel like, oh God, I hope this is not what you're saying, but I feel like a failure. Okay, so we don't fail. We learn. We learn what works and what doesn't work. And from okay, so I'm seeing Thomas Edison. Okay, what was it, like 1,000 light bulbs he made before he found one that worked? It is a learning and a growth process as we elevate. And so maybe you had a job and you thought it would work, but it didn't, or a relationship you thought it would work, but it didn't. But that's okay because you learned something. Your soul was growing. You came here in this lifetime to learn, to release karma. And so a lot of relationships that, oh my gosh, are going through all these, so many relationships in people my age change and shift and grow and are released because we came here to settle a lot of karmic debt. And so there's a lot of, working through things and then releasing, working through things and releasing. And with this big, huge shift in the energy going on, as we're keep getting more and more flooded, it's like a flooding in of this energy of the Aquarian age as the Piscean age is sweeping on out. As this is going on, there is a need to clear karmic space, and then set your intention for what you want to create, because there is no rule book. Of course there's no rule book. It's Aquarius. I'm laughing. I have Aquarian children, and trust me, rules don't work and barriers don't exist. They don't exist. There is no such thing as barriers. Not really. There is sometimes there's the nudges, hey, you need to go in a different direction. But overcoming obstacles and barriers are really not a thing anymore, because whatever you think about, you're going to create and manifest. And there is really no barriers to that. There might be a need for time and patience for divine timing, but because it's Aquarius, this energy is shifting and things change and they manifest so much quicker. So we have a new moon that is happening in Pisces at 23 degrees and 4 minutes of Pisces. So again, we're wrapping up this big cycle, and at the same time, a couple hours later, well, maybe it's like, what is it? It's about 17 hours later, something like that. Venus is going to come into conjunction with Neptune, but always it's the energy as the planets are moving into conjunction that carries the greatest strength, the greatest oomph. And so this is supporting this moon in the dreams. What is it that you desire? What new beginning do you want to create? It is so supported by Neptune and Venus that want to bring you what your heart desires. Wow, beautiful card. Okay, so that's a 1. That's a new beginning. You have angelic being. Your angelic being has been with you since the day of your birth and will continue to be with you when you cross through the veil and return home. Your angelic guardian is asking you to look for signs and synchronicities. They are trying to communicate with you now in a gentle whisper. In a whisper of gentle guidance. You may hear your name being called, feel the subtle touch of a feather or a tender tickle. You may even see a sign on a billboard, a magazine, or even on TV. Keep your awareness open to the messages they are bringing you. And I just heard "and music." So, listening to, especially, okay, because we're in Neptune. Yeah, it makes so sense. I got it. Okay. When Pisces rules music. So we're in Pisces season. Music is going to come in, bring in messages. So listen to high vibrational, uplifting music. And when I say inspirational, for me that's George Michael. We all have our stuff. Okay, so allowing yourself to listen to the messages and the guidance wherever it comes from. Notice the animals that run across your path. Look up the spiritual meaning of. Pay attention to your dreams. There's information coming to you, but mostly I want you to believe in yourself, that you can create and manifest. The question is, what do you want to create and manifest? Not whether or not you're going to. So choosing to focus on what you want, not on what you don't want, is how you bring in the abundance and the good stuff. All right? I hope you guys have a really great week. I will see you back here later this week. Actually, I have the mid-month. Cover a little bit more about this. It's a 9-card spread. So those will be out, and I think you'll get a lot of information and guidance out of that. You guys take good care of yourselves. It looks like you're in a situation where it's necessary to really focus on how you want to feel abundant so that you can bring that in. You're magnetic like the sun, right? You will draw and attract to you what you need.